quite a while.
It's been. I'm ready for you.
That was so aggressive.
I'm fucking coming for you today.
Jesus Christ.
I just need you to know that.
All right.
I haven't seen you. How long has it been? Not Skype.
It's been.
That doesn't count.
How long has it been?
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
That counts. I mean, that doesn't count. I mean, that's like safe is what I mean.
Is it going on the scorecard is what I'm saying.
But like well before Thanksgiving. It's been since... It's been. There you go. Since Adventuring.
First of all, I realize every time I get you, I look at you in complete amazement.
And I just give you a congratulatory...
Like, all right, sure.
Good.
My goal is to work out of that to where I no longer feel so shocked.
And then you just make me furious because you do it to me so much.
Yes, yeah. The tables will turn. No, we haven't seen each other since before Thanksgiving, which is strange.
Very.
We did a Skype phone call episode, which I think after editing out some of the... Because there was some issues with delay.
Yes. Yeah, that was tricky. And I was wondering how we were going to deal with that.
Well, we accidentally kept talking over each other.
Yeah.
And I was real worried about it.
Uh-huh.
But then I remembered we do that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. For some reason, when you're on the phone, it's like, oh
shit.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it sounded really well. We had our mics and we sounded like we were in the same room. So, but now we really are.
Yes, and I rolled out the merriment today.
My God, I walk in looking like a trash bag. Because I still don't, you can hear it in my voice. I still don't feel very well, but I'm over the worst of it. And I come over and I'm wearing basically pajamas. I took my shoes off, Macy, in the car before I even walked into your house.
Great. I get it, though.
That's
I totally
how comfortable
understand.
I wanted to be.
I understand it.
And I walk in and Macy is in the kitchen and there's wine and cheese and chocolate almonds.
They were delicious.
You had a spread, man.
Well, and so I was feeling cheese, man. I've been feeling cheese. You know I love cheese. I'm all about the good cheese, all right? And like Hunter called me today and he was at Brookshire's and I was like, get a bottle of wine because we need some wine. We need to celebrate. Even though this is like fresh after the Adventuring episode. I was like, let's get some fucking Yule episode, okay? You drink wine.
It's a cup of cheer.
Yes. Spirits. And I was like, get some cheese. Some good ass wheels of cheese.
A whole wheel.
A whole wheel.
A $600 wheel of cheese.
Yes, that's what we rolled out for you tonight. No, it's about a $4 block of smoked Gouda, and it is my favorite.
I love any type of smoked cheese.
I love smoked cheese. It brings out the best in the cheese.
I'm going to be doing a lot of hiss laughing today, I think, because if I just guttural laugh like usual, I'll just go into a coughing fit.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm going to hiss a lot.
I love that. Great.
It's like that dog.
What is Muggsy?
From Racers?
I know, Racers? Speed Racer?
It wasn't Speed Racer, was it?
I don't know. Dude, I have it's not a big deal to you, but I just have to talk about it to somebody.
Yeah.
I finished all 9 books.
Oh my gosh.
I finished last night on the big moon. I finished the whole series.
The big moon.
And it was so great. It was so great.
Wow, that has
July maybe is when I started them, and it is. Oh my god! And I was so it ended great, and I closed it, and I was like, I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah.
I have read hundreds of books in my life. I've read a lot of books. Yeah. This is the best series I have ever fucking read.
No shit.
And it's like, I know that you haven't read it, but she just ties everything together, man. It's unbelievable. These books are fucking huge, okay? And the story spans overall over 100 fucking years.
Oh.
And it's just, but the first two trilogies are very closely connected. And then the last one is like a lineage. It's further back, right? And it's
like a prequel.
No, what's after, no, it's like 100, sorry, I said back, forward.
Oh, okay.
My bad. Feel ya.
So it's a sequel.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's really, really, really fucking good. And I just want to tell everybody, okay, I'm going to say this, all right? Lyra, are you listening to me? You got to get through the first book.
Oh, is Lyra reading it?
She's reading it, and it's if you're not knowing, you don't know what it is when you start reading it. All right. You just don't. And it kind of reads a little indulgent at first, you know what I mean? And you've got to
I think I might.
You got to get through it and be like, oh, there's a hell of a fucking story here because there's a hell of a story and you just got to get there. So if you're like reading the first book and you're like, oh, this is all right. I don't know if I'm going to continue. Just finish the first book. That's all I ask for you to do. And your life will change because my life has changed.
Okay, I just want to, in post, slice out the most country-ass thing I've ever heard you say. And I want it on an endless loop.
What?
It's a hell of a story.
Did I really?
You are going to listen to it back, dude.
I'm going to have to. Fuck.
Did you just like straight cowboyed it?
I'm feeling
it's a hell of a story.
It's passion, man. The passion's coming right out. But seriously.
But tell everybody what we're talking about because we always get questions.
Well, and I just did not say literally a single identifying factor at all. Damn it. Okay, so no.
But see, I knew what you were talking about. Yes. So we're gonna just let that one go.
Bad podcast hosts. So it's the Kushiel. Well, so it's tricky, right? Okay, there's 9 books. The first 6 are like involving Kushiel, and so there's Kushiel's some like word, you know, right. And that's the first 6, and then the last 3 are Namaz something. Okay, but they're all in the same universe. Okay, and it's just they're connected, you know. But the third story is like definitely off. You know, it's like the first 6 are like it's so great.
What's the very first book? Is
Kushiel's Dart.
Okay. All right.
It's so good, y'all.
Check it out.
I mean, like,
I know we've already had a handful of people start reading it because we've talked about it. I mean, this is a legacy. We can't even talk about the book because people are reading it, so we don't want to like ruin it. But
you've got to read it.
And I'm very excited.
I have to get the first one again. I lent it to Lyra, but I have all of the rest of them on hardback because I like hardback books, you know? Yeah. And so when I get the hardback, I'll let you borrow it.
Okay, for sure.
Dude, you're just going to fucking I was getting up at 5:30 in the morning before work to read before. And I've done that since July. Yeah. That's when I've been reading. And it's that good to where I'm like, oh, I got to get up an hour and a half early before work to read.
Yeah. I love a book that'll do that to you. That'll just, any free time you have, you're like, oh, I can go read a couple chapters. Ooh.
Oh, it's
been a long time since I've had one like that too. Because I've been reading nothing.
Well, and that's the thing, because
like
research shit,
research material, basically.
And it's like, I've always been a voracious reader my entire life. And I stopped when I got to college, because college, they're like, read this bullshit book about business, and then you got to do that all the time. And then I was just like, well, fuck reading. Yeah. And I've tried off and on, and I've started books, and it's like, and even I took about 200 pages into the first book, to where I was like, oh shit, you know, like I was coming and I was reading it and I would put it down, and it was good enough to bring me back, but I had about, and it might be further than that. There's a certain event, and I'm not going to say what it is, but it's like maybe 200 or 300 pages in. They're big books, and it's like, here we go, and then it just does not stop. All right, for 9 fucking books. And it's so great. There's
a little bit of an adjustment that you got to get through.
There's an adjustment. Yeah. You just got to figure out. And then when you think like she's got a little too heavy of a hand on something, she doesn't. She knows what she's doing. I promise. Because there were times when I was like, I can't believe. Like, nope. She ties it together. She gets you.
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
I swear.
Oh, it's excellent. I'm done.
Oh man, I've got no such information to give. I apologize. Could tell you what happens when you accidentally take a nighttime drug that you haven't taken since you were a child, but that's all that's happened to me.
Which one?
You know, Thermoflu or the Tamiflu or whatever I was talking about. The one you make into a tea.
Oh, yeah, whatever that shit's called. I can't drink that stuff. It tastes so bad.
I see. Clark really dug it, and I haven't had it in a long time.
Hunter doesn't mind it either. Hunter will just drink it like it's nothing.
Well, he made it for me. I didn't mind it. But then again, with this...
You can't even taste.
I haven't had any smell or taste, so I don't know. But it was nice and warm and comforting. But I don't do well with nighttime drugs.
Oh, I do.
NyQuil,
I don't ever need them, but sometimes... Just as like a treat. If it's like, you're like Saturday night.
I'm gonna sleep real good.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do right now? But like, do that and then just sit and just be chill as hell and then have the best sleep of your life. And I'll do that about every quarter. Yeah. Just to treat myself.
I don't like it. I don't like most things that like affect me.
Yeah.
you know, like I don't like feeling out of control. I remember as a kid when I would take any kind of NyQuil, it took like me and my mom a long time to figure this out. I would be stuck in this like half awake, and my heart would be beating, and I would be freaking out.
That's how I think it affects Mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It makes, and she said it makes her legs crawl. She doesn't like it, anything like that. She can't do because it'll make her feel real. Yeah. Sometimes the opposite effect. In a weird way.
Yeah.
Like, and if she takes like one Sudafed, she gets sleepy.
Really?
She's real weird like that.
See, I won't take anything that's kind of strong. I'm even like, I'll watch it on like Dayquil. Point being, I freak out when I take nighttime stuff. And I made a couple of mugs of it for me because, you know, Clark's also sick right now. And I made him a nighttime and me a daytime, but I swapped them on accident because I live in a sitcom, I guess. And Dad was over and we're watching, what did we watch? Oh, Six Souls. That's what it was. We were watching Six Souls. And it was just, Macy, it's ridiculous. You have to watch it. Okay. At one point, the main guy gets possessed by his dad. And he's trying to warn his sister of something. And he's like, but the guy actor, he's like putting his dad's voice on because he's supposed to be somebody's dad. And he's like, "You're in danger, buckaroo. Get out of there, slugger." Like, it's like, I can't do it. Anyway.
Oh.
It's bad.
That's beautiful. Buckaroo.
You're in danger, buckaroo.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me get on track. Dad was over. We're watching a scary movie. And about 30 minutes into the movie, I just feel, doo.
Yep. You know, I know like, that feeling. It literally feels like the bottom of your soul drops out.
Yeah. And to me, that's not enjoyable, especially when I wasn't expecting it.
I know that exact feeling, and I hate that feeling. Oh. It just, I think, takes a little more for me to get there. Yeah. But I do know that feeling, and it's an absolutely mortifying feeling. I hate it.
And I was sitting there, and I was like texting Clark because I didn't want to say it because Dad was over, and I didn't want to like interrupt the movie with this bullshit complaint that I had. So I was like texting Clark, "I think I took your PM. I feel really weird." And he's like texting me back, "You're fine."
Chill.
That was my week.
Wow.
We're here for a reason.
Yeah.
Today. Mm-hmm. Talking about something that we haven't talked about in a while. Got a Sabbat.
A Sabbat.
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 Sob. The car.
I know.
It's been.
I
knew it as soon as I did it. It has been, goddammit, very long since we've done. What was the last one we did? Maybe we did it in the beach house.
That's right. Is
that correct?
That was in August. I wasn't sure. I wasn't confident.
It's a new month. It's right after August. It's like extra August. Yeah, so we're back at it again.
We're here.
Your girls.
In the room together.
Talking.
Back again.
That's... Tell a friend. It's the new name of our podcast. Anyway, we've got Yule, and we've got a dedication here.
Before we go further with this very special Yule episode...
you sound like Jem.
Great. We dedicate this episode to Marlena.
I was trying to do Jem. We should do a Christmas song. Oh gosh, I'm just thinking lame shit.
Marlena, slip a sable under the tree.
Okay, there you go.
For me.
I was just gonna do Marlena. Thank you, Marlena. And I love that it's like Cher. It's just one name.
Marlena. Yeah, That's all you need.
So, shall we dive in? We're going to do, as we normally do, one of us gets history. One of us gets some modern day type stuff.
Well, and I feel like I love doing the history component of these. So I feel like I snatched the history away a lot. And I'm just like, I want to do the history.
I was thinking when you wrote, you were like, do you want to do history? Or do you want me to do history and you can do the modern stuff?
I bet it's my turn.
I was like, okay, but next time I'm going to do the history.
I love doing history. I love it. One, because I've said before, I'm not super big into celebrating the Sabbats.
Yeah.
And so I love history, though. And so looking into the historical element is always really neat to me. but I always struggle a bit. I don't want to say struggle. That's not true. I just don't look forward to that as much because, well, it's like information I'll learn, but I'm not going to take it to heart.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I do understand what you mean a little bit. And it is a little, it's just never slapped right for me. And I have a whole, do you like how I just tried to not address that? I have a little bit on that later, because I want to say as usual, but we only do this for special occasions. Yeah. We do have some Patreon.
As usual.
All right, A minus. We have some patrons that gave the meaning of Yule, what Yule means to them and what their plans are. And in one of them, somebody points out something very specific that kind of along that line of Yule being a specific thing. I have a hard time doing things like...
It's a bit more of a religious aspect, I feel like, when you do the Sabbats.
Thank you. And I'm sorry, I'm jumping the gun a little bit because I do want to talk about it later. But there is something that doesn't hit quite right with saying, like, I'm going to celebrate a Sabbat. It doesn't resonate, I think, a lot when you look at it this way. Like, when you look at it as a specific thing. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm kind of going off top. I'm very excited to hear about the history.
I'll tell you about it.
Tell me about it right now.
I guess.
Let
me get there. I'm running out of room in my book.
I know. Dude. I was noticing that you're getting like way down. And there's a big part where I'm assuming Gizzy got at it.
Dinah.
That's what I meant.
Dinah tested us greatly during her young years.
When she was but a pup.
When she was, it's on the front page too. There's a perfect puppy-sized bite out of the front page.
It looks exactly like a little dog mouth.
And little teeth marks. She gave up on this paper though because it's like fabric. And you could tell she was just like, fuck this. This is way too much work.
Does it feel like money? Like money fabric?
It feels like money fabric, yeah. And I don't think she got the satisfaction out of it, so she ditched it. I got lucky. And I'm serious because I had like 3 pages written in this book by the time she got a hold of it.
I remember you were so pissed off.
There were 5 books that died that day. I'll never forget that day. My original copy of Energy Medicine.
I was going to say the Donna Eden.
My original copy of like the Book of Runes that Wendy recommended. A book of poetry Grandma wrote, which luckily was mostly salvaged, but still, I can't think about it.
That's hard, yeah.
And it was like 5 books, and I came into the room, and they were all in the middle of the room in pieces, and you
just black out.
I just died on the inside a little bit, yeah. But luckily, she got a hold of this one and was like, "Fuck that! That's not fun." So I'm going to talk about the history, the past.
My God, your eyes did terrifying things.
I felt like my eyebrows just did a whole bunch of wiggles.
But your pupils also, like, shrank and then blew up, like, 4 times in a row. Tell me about the past.
The winter solstice.
Oh, shit. Okay, Jim.
Jim is channeling.
He's trying to get through.
One night it's just going to happen.
It is. He's like,
I'm just going to launch out of my chair at you, and then you'll know that Jim has won.
I feel, however, Jim launching would still be pretty slow.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm coming at you.
Gross. He'd leave his chair would be damp when he got up.
He's always a little clammy.
He's moist.
I
love him. I have a soft spot in my heart for Jim.
Oh my gosh. We're going to create him. It's a tulpa.
He is a tulpa, and that is uncomfortable, because if I wake up one night and Jim is by my bed, I'm going to actually just sink into the bed and just no more. I no longer exist.
Just melt.
I'm gone.
Right into the fibers.
It's like that scene in the original Freddy Krueger, like where he just sucks into the bed and explodes. That's me.
Pulls old Johnny Depp in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Fuck that.
Also in the original one when he's walking down the alley and he's got those real long arms.
The first one's almost a comedy.
I feel like that's also what Jim would kind of do. Yeah. He would just have those long arms like blah, 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 blah.
I don't like that. slowly tube manning. Like, just slowly tube manning. Yeah. Taking about just like an inch at a time.
You can easily get away from him. But he's always coming for you.
And you're paralyzed when you see him.
Ew.
Anyone would be.
this monstrosity we've created.
It's horrible. All right, I'm going to talk about Yule.
Yes, please do. This is a happy time, goddammit.
Yes. I mean, yes. In the Northern Hemisphere,
yes,
Yule occurs on December 21st. Specifically.
Jesus.
The solstice day.
Okay.
In the Southern Hemisphere, it is June 21st. That always trips me out.
Yeah.
It's just cool to think about, you know?
Because it's there, if you celebrate in the Southern Hemisphere, if you celebrate by the changing of the seasons, this would be Litha for you,
Yes, in midsummer. That's Litha, right? Litha? I think so. Yes, it is midsummer because that's like the other Oak King, Holly King battle. Yeah. I think. On this day, the Northern Hemisphere is tilted away from the sun because the Earth's axis is tilted away from the sun. Festivals all over the world celebrated this specific day with light. It's always light, fire, things like that. There's this element of light. Such as with bonfires, candles, Yule logs, things like that, because it's saying goodbye to the dark half of the year. Yeah, I mean, we put Christmas lights on our house. Yeah, that's, I mean, think about it. Light.
That's true.
It's just little things like that. It's bringing in the light. The light's coming back. So, the Norse, they called this day, and I'm assuming this is pronounced Yule. It's Jul, but I know Yira is pronounced Yira, and it looks like Jira. So I'm rolling with. They called it Yule without the extra L. And it was a day of merriment, feasts, and celebration. The wheel of the year is at its low point, and it's ready to move
swing
on.
Back.
Yeah, to swing back to the to rise again.
Keep on turning.
Yeah.
Proud Mary. Keep on boining.
Jessica James in the river. I don't remember what her name was.
Okay, so the fact, like, what I love the most is we never say last names, so you just made that up on the spot. And it's like a very superhero sounding name.
Jessica James.
Jessica James in the river.
Oh, and that was from learningreligions.com.
Our old friend.
Despite that, there really isn't a way to identify the first Yule celebration.
Well, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, like, where it came from. Which civilization.
All right. You didn't mean, like, the actual, like...
Just like some person's hut.
It started in, Ethan's hut.
Ethan?
That's a name.
Keith came over. Give Weston a call.
And the whole ceremony was headed up by Connor.
We have to stop. We will do this all day.
We'll offend everybody. We'll go through everybody's name.
Oh
man.
Wyatt. Okay.
Brad.
I'm turning it off.
Sorry.
I will keep going.
Okay.
I'm already, my mind is going 1,000 miles an hour thinking of other names.
I know.
Oh.
Don't do it.
I want to.
Don't do it. I know what you're doing.
Okay. It's been celebrated.
It's been.
Thank you for pulling me out of it. I feel better now. It's celebrated many European cultures. I skipped it. Did you catch me?
I did.
Fuck you.
Do I sense some anger?
For millennia.
Oh.
Feel that weight.
That's a long time. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of pressure.
Feel it crashing down.
I feel like I'm getting fired.
Millennia. Many scholars.
Like tiny scholars? Sorry.
Your face sold it. That was excellent. Oh, it was well done. All right.
Why does anyone listen?
I don't know. Oh, God. All right.
Okay, sorry. Many scholars
believe that the Yule we now know originates from this just absolute rager of a day called Saturnalia by the Romans.
Oh,
the Romans knew how to fucking party.
They knew how to party.
So, dude, I got some sweet-ass quotes in here for you.
I was excited about the origins of Yule, but now I'm scared.
Right? So, all right. So it was first introduced around 217 BC. God, I always forget how far back, like the Romans and like being such a civilized empire, you know, like how far back it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
And its original date it started December 17th. However, it was so popular that over time it was extended to a full 7-day affair spanning to the 23rd.
Of course.
So,
hasn't that happened many times?
I feel like the Romans would just, they would just do that.
Just like, we like this, let's make it longer.
There was another one. What was it? The milk holiday, which was there was like 4 days of milk.
Oh my God. That's right. It was something about a full 7 days.
Because I was mortified by it, and you were like, I'm all for that.
You were like, I can't drink milk for a week straight.
God.
And I was like, I will. I'll chug it.
So the Romans were like, no, we need a week. Saturn's a big deal, y'all. We got to like really honor him for a week.
Okay.
I think that was their excuse. I have no idea. They wanted to party for a week, and they did.
Yeah.
They fucking did.
They were cold, and they wanted some booze and some warm lovin'. Or whatever.
Warm lovin'.
Some lukewarm lovin'.
Some lukewarm.
A warm tip.
Oh, God. So, get this, dude. This is how out of control shit got.
Oh.
Caesar Augustus tried to shorten the celebration back to 3 days.
Oh, no.
And Caligula tried to shorten it to 5 days, but both times the public threw a fucking fit, and the emperors of Rome failed to shorten that holiday.
Even Caligula tried to shorten it. Whoa.
Yeah, and no, it was going to be seven days.
Okay.
Yeah.
They feel like the Romans, they're going to get what they want.
They're going to get what they want, man. So, Seneca the Younger.
Oh.
That's a cool name, right?
Seneca.
He wrote...
Seneca.
I love how any 3-syllable word, or 4, whatever.
Divinity.
3. And like how anyone it can fit in there. So, Seneca the Younger wrote this around 50 AD.
Oh.
And here's what, it's very common. This sounds like it could be almost written today, but more proper. Were you here, I would willingly confer with you as to the plan of our conduct, whether we should be in our usual way, or, to avoid singularity, both take a better supper and throw off the toga.
Whoa! Okay. Do a modern day translation of that. For those out there.
Dude, let me level with you.
Oh.
We can, like, stay here and chill.
Okay.
Or we can, like, go out and fuck tons of bitches. That's what it would be.
That was perfect.
Great.
That was so much better than anything.
I feel greasier saying it. It hurt me to say.
I feel like it's something straight out of like a 90s movie.
Yeah, it hurt me.
You're like,
but
it was like Vince Vaughn, you're like talking to Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson would never say such a thing.
No, but Vince Vaughn would.
But Vince Vaughn maybe
would. He would say it to Owen Wilson.
Wow.
So,
but anyway, that was 50 AD, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. It was old as shit to be written that way, and I loved it. I read it and was like, good for you, Seneca the Younger. You're a modern man.
And what was that in reference to again? I've completely forgotten.
The craziness of Saturnalia. So it's basically being like, dude, if you were here, here's what I would tell you we would do.
Right.
We could either have our normal night.
Yeah.
We can sit in and we can have our normal night, normal dinner, go to bed. Or if we don't want to stick out like a sore thumb, we can strip down and fucking party.
Yeah.
And that's basically what it says.
So he was like, this is how we get down.
If we want to not stick out, we're going to get wild. And I love that.
So much peer pressure.
Yeah, and can you imagine like going over, like you're visiting Rome.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like coming in from the country and your cousin is like, so look, dude, this is Saturnalia. I'm going to tell you something.
I have no idea.
We can either stay in tonight like fucking losers or we can go out. Like, I just feel like it sounds like it's written like that.
All right, Vince, you got me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Seneca the Younger. So in 354 AD, when the doctors of the church saw that, I loved that Christians had a leaning towards the holiday. They happened to like Saturnalia. They were fans. They decided that the nativity should be solemnized on December 25th. Oh. So kind of like right towards the end, right. It helped kind of allegedly helped lead to that date.
As we've seen through a lot of these old pagan traditions.
Yeah.
When the Christianization, or I guess just the modernization of any major religion came through.
Yeah.
They took these important dates and they were like, oh yeah, that's important to us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, there's some piggybacking.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word. These holidays, so Saturnalia, and then eventually, I guess Christmas, Christmas. So these holidays, like the one, fucking, where am I? Okay, God damn it. All right. These holidays, like Saturnalia, were carried with the Romans on their spread through Europe, which is why many believe that they influenced cultures and basically helped create a future Yule celebration. But as was mentioned earlier, the Norse had their Yule, and their influence over the Celtic lands was big, you know. And it's believed by some that the Norse had far greater influence over the Celtics than the Romans, or at least a longer lasting one. In Scandinavia, the Norse celebrated Yule from December 21st through January, through January, like through the end of the year.
Okay.
It was basically December 21st through the end of the new year.
Half a month.
Or end of the year.
Shit.
And it was seen as the return of the sun, and thus the return of the tilling, planting time, the return of the warmth, as well as the return of, all right, we might make it through the night. We might be able to start going to sleep comfortably and not worrying about if we're going to die.
Yeah.
Kind of that time to be like, oh, all right, we did it. So Yule spanned 12 days from December 21st to January 1st, or also known as Yule night. And thus the origin of the 12 days of Christmas.
Oh.
So that was another little one. I was like, I didn't know that.
Wow.
For Celtic pagans, Lugh is...
our old buddy.
Oh, Lugh's back. Reborn to be with his beloved Eru. I'd never heard like a name actually for like the goddess, but Eru.
Emu.
Probably should have looked that one up at least. Who transforms from the crone to the maiden.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. So it's kind of all right. I imagine. Okay. God damn it. It's just like in Kushiel's Dart and all of those books. There's like a thing that's like, there's a lot of this kind of stuff in those books.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's just like a perfect depiction of it. But like really
somebody like peels their mask off in their...
Kind of, basically, yeah. And I picture that, And I have a ritual from the Book of Pagan Rituals to read to you. And
hell yes.
It really visualizes that same kind of thing as well.
We're going to get a new saying.
Yes, this one is actually pretty chill.
Okay.
And quite nice.
You did say that about Mabon also.
Okay.
And we got Friends I Propose a Toast out of that.
That's very true.
So.
Okay. So the Welsh would see this day as when the Holly King and the Oak King, who is now a youngin', he's a young lad.
He's a little Groot sprout.
He's a strapping young thing.
Oh. This is probably my favorite depiction.
I like it too.
The
I like
Holly
it a lot.
and the Oak King kind
of
vibe. Yeah.
And just as is done for Midsummer, however, this time the Oak King takes the rule. Thus, the steady return of the light, warmth, and harvest, the light half of the year, eventually is to come.
They just spend all of eternity whooping each other's ass.
Can you imagine? And like an eternity to like a godlike character feels like nothing.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's every day they feel like they're just beating each other's asses.
Oh, God, okay, you're going to win today and I'm going to win tomorrow and we're going to do this until the end of time. So.
I
feel like they're good friends by now.
They have to be. They're like, all right.
Hey man, after this, you want to like go hang out?
They just like go in and like punch their little time card and then just start beating each other up. It's like, this is their day job.
Afterwards, they take off their tie. They go like catch a movie together.
Yeah. You want to go get a brew?
Yeah.
You want to get some beer?
Oh.
So this was a time to be thankful for surviving yet another harsh winter, which was a feat not only just for the cold, but also due to properly rationing.
Yeah.
So much thought had to go into this just to not die.
Yeah.
And we just have so forgotten that. I mean, preparing stores for the winter, everything, life and death depended on that. So yeah, so basically I can't imagine the sense of relief that must have happened, because even so, after December 21st, it is like hard. It's still cold. It's cold as hell. And like here in Texas, the winter really doesn't hit until January.
Yeah.
But like to know at like back in that time, you know, they could keep track of the days and be like, we've made it.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a symbol of hope. We're almost done. It's going to get a little harder for a little longer, but like we've punched through. Yeah,
it's like the hard shit. I can't imagine the weight of that. This was from paganspath.com.
Oh.
Let's talk about the Yule log.
Yes. Let's talk about the Yule log.
The Yule log.
Yule log.
Yule
log.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know what's happening.
So, it's a Celtic tradition. Before you coughed, it looked like what I said rattled your world. Like you were shooketh. I thought it was Norse.
I was going to take offense to what you said.
So, it features an oak log, typically.
Okay.
And it was decorated with other greenery, different kinds of trees, mistletoe, things like that were decorated. In a way, one to kind of signify the union of Lugh and Iriu, as well as it's a bit phallic.
Oh, as is most of this. Yes,
Lugh's back.
Oh, Lugh's returned.
You like my fist?
I do.
That
You keep
reaching closer to you with.
Absolutely thrusting that fist in the air.
He's back.
I feel like you did it and you looked at me, you're like, you get it?
And you know, and lighting this Yule log in your hearth or your fire pit, whatever it is that you want to do, it signifies the return of the sun. You're burning that fire on the winter solstice. You know, it's kind of it's the shortest day of the year. Yeah. And that only means the days are going to get longer from there. So you're lighting that fire, and it's almost you're helping it along. You're you know, because if you think about it, and this was similar, I think it was for Midsummer, to where it was like basically, you know, you would just have this grid work of fires over this massive area, and it was almost like, I think if I remember correctly, it was like you're like taking a piece of the sun with you. You're bringing the sun down.
Bringing it down to kind of keep that warmth.
Yeah, and so this is kind of like the reverse. You're burning that log to be like, and light.
Welcome back.
Yeah, and I can get behind Yule for that reason. Yeah. You know, I love like all of the summer Sabbats. Yeah, but there's a tinge of sadness for like when, you know, like how this one has a tinge of sadness for you. Yeah, yeah. Like this one, I'm starting to be like, all right.
Yeah, this is very much like Litha. I feel like this has a bit of meaning to both of us for different reasons. Mm-hmm. It's bittersweet.
Yeah. Yeah. And I still, like, Yule is not one really that I do much with, but I can appreciate it. You know, like I usually don't do anything, but it's there and I'm like, all right. Yeah. Yule, like you and me, we're all right. We can make it.
Yule, be okay with Yule?
You'll be sorry.
That was a deep wabah cut. Yeah, you got to be an old listener to get that one. Do. Damn.
So I liked this. I thought this was nice because I don't have a fireplace. I have a fire pit, but I'm not going to be dragging myself into the cold to burn a log. I know myself better than that. But what you can do, and I thought this was nice.
Burn it in your oven.
Well, you can get a log. You got to have that. You got to have like the dick energy in here. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
Lou.
So you have that, right? And so you drill 3 holes in it, okay? Yes. And you can put 3 tapers in it. Oh. And you have a white one.
I swear I know you didn't, but I thought you said tapeworms.
Gross.
Okay.
Just stuff them in there.
So you got a white one.
So you got a white one, right, for the maiden. Oh. And you got a red one for the mother. Oh. And a black one for the crone.
I didn't know the meaning.
And I don't know the meaning of the word. God damn it. And so you light them all up, right? And so, but what you can do with the log is that you can reuse it. And it's a way that if you don't have a fireplace, you can still have your Yule log experience, for lack of a better word, but it's reusable. You don't have to burn it. You're not going to set a smoke alarm off. And then I like to imagine that the wax over the years just kind of builds up, you know, and it just looks super witchy. Yeah. But I like that. And I was like, that I could get behind, and maybe on Yule, like, Yule. when Minnesota came out.
It's still nothing like that fucking Texas thing you did earlier. What did you say?
It's a hell of a
story. Okay.
My accent comes out so much when I'm passionate.
I know.
It is crazy. All the guards are just like, shoot, listen.
Well, hey!
I tell you what.
Listen and have a story. That went to grandpa territory.
Story!
I'm sick, so I can't. I'm still saying bilk.
Oh,
instead of, you know what I mean?
Oh, God. Dory. So, I have an incantation for you. You listening to me? Look at me. I have an incantation for you.
Open my eyes.
I got this from Earth Witchery, but it said it's old, and so it's kind of I don't know where it's originally from.
Oh.
But when you're burning your candles, or you're burning your Yule log,
yes,
or whatever you're doing for Yule, here's a little incantation for you. Actually, no, this needs to be when you have a log, because it talks about a log. So
okay.
Never mind, I forgot.
So scratch that.
Burn a log or the candles in the log. May the log burn. May the wheel turn.
Oh.
May evil spurn.
Oh.
May the sun return.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Oh. Very simple. Very nice.
4 lines.
Yeah. I feel like if you are into celebrating with your kids, that's going to be enough for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You can learn it. You'll be able to learn that in a week.
One more time without me making the weird noises after every line. Oh, wow. Beautiful.
May the log burn. May the wheel turn. May evil spurn. May the sun return.
Oh. There we go. I got one weird noise at the end.
I am done now.
That is how I want you to
I'm going now.
I'm going. I have things to do. Oh, man. Thank you for teaching me a little bit today.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Preach.
Oh, yeah. Get that near the... Let them hear that burning cedar, juniper.
I'm going to get it caught so it'll smolder for a minute, but this one's pretty fresh, so I don't think it's really going to catch.
Fireside chats. Hope you're feeling warm and cozy. And it's done. Warm and cozy time's over.
Yeah. I'm immediately calmer.
I can't smell any of it.
You're missing out.
But I feel the effects. Like I've still been burning. I've still been burning incense and stuff while I've been sick. Mm-hmm. It's probably not the greatest to be burning things.
I do it anytime I feel under the weather.
Yeah, I've been burning things that have a medicinal quality to it. So I've got like some copal. I had a little bit of yerba left. And I feel like that was good. You know, I'm going to share with you right now, right the hell now, some modern celebrations.
Long way from like 217 BC.
Yes. You know, if you don't have time to...
Throw off the toga?
If you don't have time to throw off the toga, which, I mean, make time for that. But I do have some modern celebrations. I have some associations that you can use for your altar setup or even just your home decor. I also have a little bit of food. I want to talk about food. I always want to talk about food. And I have 2 recipes.
I want to talk about food.
Baby. I know that that's not what you're doing, but that's where I went.
I regret it, but it was Toby Keith.
Absolutely. Number 1, what's he say?
Oh, my. And when you start.
God damn it.
Horrible.
You know, Toby Keith has that restaurant. What is it? Toby Keith's Bar and Grill?
It's like,
or it's I Love This Bar.
It is.
Because he had that song.
I love this bar.
Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill is, I think, the official name.
There's one in Mesquite.
There's one in the WinStar Casino.
Great.
In Oklahoma. No point to that other than I've been to it.
Was it par? Was it just about all right? Or was it great?
Absolutely unremarkable because I'm remembering nothing.
Uh-huh.
I remember being like, oh, this beer's cold. That was nice. But I feel like, goddammit, you better have some cold beer.
Yes.
Was it like any Shiner Bock?
No.
Was it like a nice Hefeweizen?
It was probably a solid Bud Light.
It was like you had some Coors, maybe a Miller.
Some Natty.
Schlitz. I'm going to talk about Yule and the modern ways so you can celebrate it. I also have a ritual that I would like to share, and it can be done with the whole family and of course modified to your specifications. All of it's going to be kind of building on that traditional Yule celebration and the history of it. So the first thing that you can do to celebrate Yule, bring it into your life a little bit, is to set up your altar space. And if you don't keep altar, then you can set up your home decorations. This is also a really good way to fly under the radar. If you want to experience Yule, you kind of want to dip your toe in.
This is one like Samhain, to where so many of the commercials
so tied in.
Decor, is like boom in there.
I mean, honestly, even getting into these associations later, it just sounds like if you picked my phone up and looked at my notes, you'd be like, oh, she's making a list of Christmas things, so this is a really, really easy way to fly under the radar if that's important to you. Another way to celebrate is making homemade gifts and handmade gifts. This is a big part of the cold/winter time of the year anyway, because you're stuck inside, or you were back then, and for a long time
I'm stuck inside.
And even today. So you're not doing big, huge tasks outside of the home. You're not working the fields. You're not doing a lot of like house projects outside and yard and shit like that. Everything you're doing is inside the home. So it's a good time to work with your hands. And one of the things that you can do is you can hand make gifts for those in your life who do celebrate the winter festivities to come. So anything past Yule, such as Christmas, it's a good time to make some little homemade things and kind of incorporate them into because it's a day about feeling joyous and spreading the love and this, that, and the other. So it's a good time to kind of incorporate everybody and be like, I know that they don't celebrate Yule, or maybe they wouldn't get the whole pagan thing, but I'm going to make them some, one of those little mason jars that has like a dry cookie mix in it, or, you know what I mean? Like you give as gifts or something like that. It's a good time for doing that. Another biggie, cleansing, is very important right now. Because much like in spring, when you're kind of getting rid of all the gunk and the dust and everything, instead of that, you're getting ready for the harsher winter days to come. Because yes, it's the return of the sun. All of the days are going to be a little bit longer, but we still have like a lot of winter to go. It's not over. So it's a time that is important to kind of remember that and say we've made it through, but we still have to buckle down and do more. So it's a good time to go through and do your winter cleansing. And yeah, you can physically clean your house if you feel like it, whatever. But you can also set out little blankets and kind of freshen up the space, pull your Christmas or your Yule or your whatever decorations down and put those out, as well as doing a spiritual cleansing. That spiritual cleansing will be, obviously to bring in the things that you want to manifest, you want to have in your home. For me, it's kind of an honoring. Less cleansing and more like of an honoring celebration. Would take time to think about what winter is about, the planning aspect of it and the working with what the world has given you at the time, and also what has been stored. And a lot of this comes from, those ancient times where you were stuck in the house and you literally had to work with what the earth gave you. Like you only had root vegetables and like you only had what you had stored from like Ludensaw when all the grain came in. Like you only had what you had jarred and canned and put away. But today I kind of see that as not necessarily, because you can go to Walmart and get some food. But like today I want to think of that as learning what I have stored away from this previous year. So, just kind of thinking about the lessons I've learned. It's a good time for me to like journal. It's a good time to start your new, maybe you want to start your new book of shadows, anything that's very mental based. Maybe it is just like starting the book series, but it's that time to rest and mentally chill out and get your ducks in a row. It's not the time for action. As a note, I must have been trying to kind of make a mental note to myself, because at the very end I put, this is also a good time to winterize your home. So, I don't know, check your pipes or whatever. All right, I have some associations with Yule, and you can use these little elements as altar decorations, or you could run out and get a fucking tattoo of them. I don't know.
Oh.
But here's some associations. I have general altar / decoration symbols that are popular at this time. There's obviously lights and fire. We talked about that. Lighting up the darkness, welcoming back the sun. Traditionally, it was a bonfire kind of thing. And we even talked about how that's worked its way into massively almost every winter celebration that there is now. Think about it. We light our house up. We light the tree up. There's the kinnara, the menorah. There's all kinds of lights that people have at this time. Sun symbols are big right now. You'll see a lot of I saw really little cute cookies in the shape of suns. Anything sun medallions, little pictures of suns on altars and things like that. Yule logs, which we covered. Bells are big, holly, snow. I'm actually just describing Christmas. These are all things that are big at this time. And the bells actually has a cute little tie-in to the Fae, because they say you can tell when the Fae are around, you might hear little chiming bells. And then eventually that came to be associated with Santa and the elves. They'd all have the little bells. So it's kind of woven its way in through
So
that
the elves
thing.
are actually an army of the Fae.
The elves are actual elves, and I wouldn't want to fuck with them. Which me and Mom have started collecting creepy elves.
That's a great idea.
Listen, we did the hardest 180 that I think has ever been done.
Because y'all were collecting fat birds.
Yeah, we were, kind of around the time that me and Clark got married. We got a lot of little fat birds. Everything we had was a little fat
birds.
She's got them made of stone and just everything's a little fat bird. So Mom came over recently and we went to some store. They had all their Christmas crap out and we were just looking, and I love gnomes.
I do too.
Oh, do you really?
I do.
I have never talked about it before.
I fucking
love gnomes.
I want to get I've been meaning.
This is a thing now.
But I want to get good gnomes, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to get cheap plastic gnomes. So I need to find a good place to get gnomes.
Exactly. That's not. You see, there's a fine line between having a gnome and I'm not dissing you if you have this.
I want a stone gnome.
I want a nice, classy little garden gnome. I want to think of them as real. Entities.
He comes to life and runs around and fucks shit up like a gnome does.
Like a gnome will do. But also help you if you're kind to him. I love gnomes. And I love everything. So we've talked about our love of tiny things. In the store, they had this little section where they had miniature bridges and you can build a little gnome village. And it was the cutest thing. And Mom never knew that about me. So she was like, I wasn't aware you had this old lady obsession with gnomes.
I love gnomes. Dude, did you notice on the way to Jefferson, the gnome market place?
No.
It was insane, dude. So when we were driving to stay at the Excelsior, it was on the right-hand side when we were driving up, just kind of in the middle of nowhere. And there was this house that was on the highway, and it was 2 6-foot tables set up full of hand-painted gnomes.
Why didn't we stop?
We had already passed it. And I was just what did I just see? And I looked at Hunter and I was like, did you see that? And he was like, no.
It didn't exist.
And I was like, what?
It was gnome trickery.
It was a whole table, man. And they were neon, fuchsia, yellow, turquoise. They were fucking loud gnomes,
that's not
man.
far off from here. We're going to have to go back.
I know, dude.
We're gonna find...
And they were you could tell, they were handmade gnomes. And I was like, if he's there on the way back, we're stopping.
Okay, guys. Several of you have written in after we had our Jefferson, Texas spooky-sode, and y'all are like, I'm not far from there. If you're out there and you're still listening, and you know what we're talking about.
Who is that?
Tell us. Please
Does
tell
he
us.
have a business card?
It's just, his card is an actual gnome. Okay. Woof. Anywho. They also had little fairies, or elves. And I was like, I'm not really into that, And she was like, okay, yeah, I'm not either. And we went, and they would have more elf on a shelf type things. And then they had, I gotta bring up this picture. They had this brand, and they had these elves for Christmas that were decorative, collectible kind of things. And they're about this big, about as, foot big.
That's big.
Or whatever. And it was the creepiest thing. its little face was creepy. The way it was dressed was creepy. The idea of him was creepy. His hands were creepy.
He's like a little gym elf.
And we were like, exactly. And we were like, oh, and we were like, who would have this? Oh my God, that's so creepy.
We gotta have him.
And then like, well, like we turned the corner and there was another one, like even bigger. And we were like, oh my God, it gets worse. And then we saw another one, like all in silver. You know, and he's got like his hand out and his like hand look really long fingers and he's all in this like disco silver.
I'm picturing like a gray. That's what they say they wear.
And like she picks it up and she's looking at him. She's like, kind of like his little disco outfit though. She's like, yeah, that's all right. You know, and then we're kind of, I don't know. He's kind of, you know, I don't know. And we just did and then like in the span of like 20 seconds, we went from who would have this to like, my mom picked him up and put him in the shopping cart. Geez. And we were like, we have to.
Do you have a picture?
Yes, I do.
Oh, he's freaky.
His name is Jeffrey. But he tricked us. He threw down some elf magic because we fell in love with him. And we've decided that every year we're going to buy a new one.
Oh, there's going to be some like elf fuckery though. When
there's going to be a lot of
6 or 7.
And I'm very weird about like when I buy little gnome statues, because I've got 2 now, like little tiny ones. I'm very weird about being very respectful.
Yes.
And I always like try to say something to him.
No, I'm superstitious as hell,
man. Absolutely.
I don't know what I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, true. True. You do not know what you don't know. Where was I? Okay, back into the associations. Sorry. Back into the general altar and decorations. Here we go. The last one is the evergreen tree. Sorry for that little tangent we went on. I don't know how much of that made it in. But
probably a decent chunk. By this point of editing, I'm probably just sitting there just like, that's fine.
That's fine. It's cool. As long as one of us isn't screaming.
Yeah.
Okay. So setting up your tree is not just for Christmas, but the bringing in of evergreen trees. It symbolizes this ages-old tradition of bringing the outside in, bringing the greenery inside. Like, it's so dead and everything's dead and cold and like, I love it, but a lot of people think it's gross outside. To see this tree that stays green, it's like this symbol of hope.
Dude, it's what's saved me this year. My plants, I have not lost a plant.
Right.
And I have them with me still. And I think that is why my seasonal depression has kept at bay.
Yeah.
Like, I have a huge fucking majesty palm in the kitchen, and I have another one in the living room, and then like every few days I'm having to bring all of my 3 ferns, all my herbs, everybody's piled in. All of my windowsills have mint and lemon, and it's just like, I just fucking worry about them all the time. Yeah. And I'm just like, well, I can't. I got to put them out. It's been a few days since they've been outside, but I got to bring it back in. And I'm just like,
as you're talking about it, I'm sitting here going like, oh, I hope my grow light's on at home. Like, I'm just like, I want them to be okay.
It's really helping me get through it, and like having the greenery and taking care of them.
Yeah.
I think I'm way better off than I was last year.
And I think that a lot of that is ingrained in us, you know, and there are many origin stories on the Christmas tree and the evergreen tree and bringing it in and why it's decorated. There's so many, right? But I think a big part of it simply is because when we see something alive, when everything is dead, we're kind of like, oh, okay, it's okay. So of course, as humans, the first thing we do is kill it and bring it inside to make us happy momentarily, you know. But setting up the Christmas tree is a good little thing to do, good little activity. Here's some colors if you want to dress festively or decorate your home festively. We've got red and green, obvs, and that's kind of tied into that holly king, oak king kind of thing. The red for the holly, you know, leaves are green, that bullshittery. White and silver, very
just like Jeffrey.
Snow, just like Jeffrey in his little outfit. Oh, we're gonna have to put up a picture of Jeffrey. White and silver can be symbolic of snow and ice. And then there's midnight blue and gold, and that's my personal favorite Christmas combination.
That's how I decorate, with midnight blue and gold. Or I do midnight blue and silver more often.
Yeah.
But that's how I do. I did it last year, midnight blue. I love blue as a Christmas color.
Yeah. Blue is a standby. I do. There's something so nostalgic about red and green to me. Yeah. I love it. It's not my favorite, but I do love to see it. Blue, my parents always had a tree topper that I now have in my possession, and it's this old wizard. You know those old Father Christmas?
I know which one you're talking about.
And he's in a blue velvet coat, and he's got his little gold staff, and so that's kind of, I think, what gives me those Christmas vibes is blue and gold, blue and silver. You can do your whole house up in those colors to honor this time. I've got crystals So there's the obvious red and greens like bloodstone and ruby fuchsite.
Oh.
Which is a little bit less stark than bloodstone. Bloodstone's like, I'm green and red. Mm-hmm. Ruby fuchsite's kind of like a soft red and a soft green. It's very delicate. And then your red and green stones in general, like emeralds, garnets, and rubies. And then there's also diamond.
Oh.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that one of the birthstones of this time is diamond? I could be mistaken. Don't quote me on that.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know anything about Sagittariuses.
Clarky is a Sag. Your brother and mother is
I know.
a Sag.
I just don't know about their shit.
I don't know about their shit. Okay, the last couple of seconds was so Aquarius.
I used to not think I acted like an Aquarius, but the more I learn about Aquarius, I'm just like, oh God.
I feel like not thinking you're an Aquarius is an Aquarius thing.
I know.
All right. I have some animal associations if animal work is important to you, or even just channeling the energy of these animals. And they're mostly not surprising. We've got wolves, bears, deer, owls, wren, and tigers. So all very snow-like animals that do thrive in an Arctic kind of setting. And also I kind of wanted to spread it out and get some bird energy, some cat energy, some dog energy through there. And then there's also your mythological, which, no, it's elves and gnomes.
Of course it is.
Oh yeah. Big time. Elves, big time. They're always here, man. Mm-hmm. They're always trying to get your milk. I've got herbs. Here's some herbs that you can either cook with or use as offering. Here we go. We got peppermint.
Wow.
We got rosemary. We have mistletoe. Ivy and holly.
Oh, shit.
I'm not surprised by any of these.
That's a little vague. Ivy of what?
Just ivy.
Just ivy.
Macy.
Okay.
It's ivy holly. It's a new thing. Incense that you can burn.
Oh.
Shocking to everyone, frankincense and myrrh.
Wow.
Your nips are blown off.
Earth.
Bayberry, clove, pine, orange, and my Lord and Savior, cinnamon, is big at this time.
I like to burn a good clovey orange, like a palmetto.
Yeah, I like to make them. And then it's always very painstaking, though.
I have a bag of little cuties.
Yeah.
And I think that would be fun. I want to make some baby palmettos because I have a whole big bag of clove. I'm going to do that this weekend.
Okay, my only advice... Have you made them in a little while? I made one 2 years ago.
I haven't made them since we were kids.
Get a tack or something and make a pre-hole and then put the clove
I remember
in.
my hands being almost bloody.
It'll freaking rip you up.
Yeah.
Those are bad little bitches. Okay. As I stated earlier, working with your hands is big at this time. Here's a couple of things that you can do. If you're a crafty person or you want to branch out, the first one is sewing. Mending your clothing was big at this time, as well as making new clothes. This is so important to me. I don't know how to sew.
We had this same conversation an episode ago.
I know.
Too.
It must have been when we were drunk.
Probably.
At the adventuring. Because I just remember at some point in the recent past being like, nobody knows how to mend their clothes anymore.
Oh, it was when we were talking about Goody Eunice Cole.
Yes.
They had to weave their own shit just to have clothes.
So if you're looking to pick up a basic life skill, sewing is there for you. Upping your cooking stat is very important at this time. Using the nature around you to make your crafts, such as your wreaths and your Yule logs. Bringing in the light is important. One of my favorite ways to do this, and talking about those little pomanders, something that
Did I say palmetto? I said palmetto.
You did say palmetto. What the hell is a palmetto?
It's a plant, I'm pretty sure.
I'm thinking palm olive.
Palm olive.
Coughing over it. One of the big ways to bring in the light is to use the citrus fruits that are gifted to us at this time of year. And I want so badly to make a witch's ladder. Just a little one, not a big one, and have it in my kitchen. Have you seen them? It's a string that it just hangs down from your ceiling. And it's you go a little bit and then you put a stick. And then you go a little bit and you put a dried orange slice. and then you go a little bit and you put like a stick of cinnamon.
No, but I want to make one.
It looks
adorable.
I'm gonna have to find the picture and send it to you because I love it. It is so bright looking, depending on how you make it, but it also looks witchy as fuck, dude. And it looks like a cool way to bring some kitchen witchery in. Just the fact that citrus is something that's so big right now is like very, I don't know, it's so cool that something so bright is
it's kind of a wild card.
It's a little bit, yeah, you wouldn't think because you think summer, lemonade, orange, whatever. But it is a wintertime thing. So anyway, making those kind of crafts that do bring in the light. Taking care of the animals around you outside. So this can be anything from donating old blankets and things to animal shelters to maybe making bird houses or having, bird feeders and things. If you have kids, you can make one of those pine cones that you put peanut butter on and then roll.
Oh, yeah, for squirrels and birds and shit.
And put that out. And just kind of, it's hard for them also. And of course, they're less adapted. They're less spoilt than we are.
Yeah.
They do know how to get by, yada, yada. But it is still hard for them. It's still hard for the animals, man. So giving them a little gift of food. Be careful how you do it. Look up, what animals you got in your area and what they can and can't have and all that shit. Which brings me to food. So with all celebrations, this is a time for feasting. I mean, man, I kind of in the back of my head thought we were going to come across one that was like, this is not a feasting day, but they're all fucking feasts, dude. Food that showcases what's in season right now is big. So look up what this is in your area, but around these parts, and I guess most parts of the northern hemisphere, it looks a little something like this. Okay. Brussels sprouts. Love a good Brussels sprout.
I love Brussels sprouts.
My 9-year-old self is dying inside.
Some good oven roasted.
Roasted with oil and some
Parmesan.
Salt. Baby.
Oh.
Okay, citrus fruits like lemon and orange. Leeks. Love leeks, dude. Grilled leek. Pomegranates, which also have a role in certain religious themes around this time. Root veggies like potatoes, carrots, rutabagas, which I never really knew what the hell that was. I thought it was a funny word until I cooked with one recently, and I really dug it. As well as a turnip. And winter squishes are big right now. Baking is a huge part of Yule. We're entering the time where traditionally you would be using some of those stored provisions that you had. So the wheat that did come in from Lammas that you ground up and you grew and you put away, you were putting it away for this time right now. This was big to have bread again, because you've probably gone a little while without bread. You were lasting on what you had left from your stores. This is a big time for meat, because you're surviving basically on root veggies and anything you can grow in the cold parts, and animals that you have. And once again, nature does know what it's doing, because some of the most delicious things can be baked around this time. And it could be from dinners that include the fresh meat of what you would have been living off of. So something like shepherd's pie, which, dude, shepherd's pie.
Don't get me started.
I can't. Pie. If you put a shepherd's pie in front of my face, man. It'll be gone.
It's gone.
You'll count to 3 and it's gone. So from things like shepherd's pie that use the meat and the root vegetables and everything that is available to us right now, to the desserts that showcase those citrus fruits that we talked about that have a light and summery taste. And it's a bit of refreshing lightness to kind of break out of the monotony of meat, carrots, meat, potato, meat, maybe some bread.
Corgis.
Oh! They heard me talking about animals and they were like, no. Okay, listen here. And as always with these things, the food that you have is symbolic. So yeah, you're honoring what the earth has provided and what you have worked so hard for. But it's also about breaking bread with those that you love and being festive and being merry and experiencing the longest night of the year together, whatever that means to you. Whether you're kind of huddling together with those you love to get through it, or you're having a party, you're celebrating what it is. You're going to do those with the people closest to you. So after the music, I would like to share some recipes that I really love for Yule. And one of them I actually forgot about it until now. It's a winter solstice pie.
Yum.
And a wassail recipe.
I want to make that pie. Ever since I got that little pumpkin pie dish, I'm all about the pies.
Oh.
And a good like meat pie, a good savory pie sounds great.
And this one, I made this one last year. It is so freaking good. I love a root vegetable in the first place.
Yeah.
And I did I believe I amended it a little bit because I think I put added peas. I kind of mashed it with a shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
But it has that kind of chicken pot pie crust on it. And it's just so good, and it's warm and it's hearty, and it's a little thing. So stay tuned after the music for that. And I'm going to close with a modern ritual. And this is from the seasonalsoul.com. Here's what you'll need. You'll need 1 large central candle. Smaller votive candle, you'll need 1 for each person participating in the ritual, and of course something to light those things with. So the first thing you do is you gather in a central space in your home. I would probably want to do it outside if you can handle the cold. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good option to do. Because it's a nighttime ritual. Yeah. You could, I guess, maybe do this in the morning or wait until sunrise and do this when the sun was kind of coming out.
That's when I am not. I've come to learn I'm not a night ritual person.
Really?
No, I'm a morning or midday.
Really?
That's when I shine. But basically once the sun starts to set, I don't
really
want to. Yeah.
See, I kind of feel like through the day I'm preparing, I'm doing all other things, and then when the sun goes down, I'm like, oh, okay, magic's out, time to do it. You will light the larger central candle. Go through and talk about the meaning of the winter solstice. This is also a good one if you have kids, and kind of telling them what it means to you, what it means to your family. It does not have to be anything that we said. It can be what it means just to transition from the light to from the dark to the light. Or it can mean what it means to be in the dead-ass middle of winter. Or it can be very scientific. You can talk about how the planet is oriented right now away from the sun and why it gets cold and why this is the longest night of the year, which I think would be very cool for a kid to hear about why that happens. Then you're going to go through the house together and flip off all the lights.
Oh, that's fun.
This is very cute, and it's very symbolic of the light going out and you're in the middle of the darkness. Suddenly it's dark. After you go through the house and turn off all of the lights, return to your central candle, and one by one, light your individual candles.
Okay.
And at this point, you can choose to say some words if you wish, or don't. But after you've taken a moment, you can kind of meditate all together, or just sit in silence and listen to the sounds of nature. If you do have, maybe your fire is going in the background, or your Yule log, you can kind of listen to that and just take a quiet moment to reflect and just reflect on the stillness and the darkness. After you've reflected on the stillness and the dark, you're going to blow out all of the candles and then relight just the central candle. This is going to symbolize the returning of the sun, the returning of the light, returning of the warmth, whatever you choose for it to be symbolic to you. Now that the sun has returned, things will continue to grow and the light is coming back, and we're celebrating how it's going to be spring again, all that stuff. This is also a good time to make your New Year's resolution if you want to. You can put a little bit more of a magical spin on it and say that you're setting your intention for the year to come, setting your intention for what are you going to do with the light half of the year. When it's time to jump back into those active, taking charge parts of the year where it's not just about rest and it's not just about thinking what are you going to do? What are you planning on? What is the seed, I guess, that you're kind of storing right now? And then after everyone has made their intentions, you're going to blow out that candle one last time. If you do have the little ones, you can kind of, as a family, go through and flip all the lights back on in the house. Or, as I, as a parent would probably just send the kids to do it. And as the lights come back on, that is your last little symbolic, the return of the light kind of thing. So it's a quickie. And as always, if you're working with candles, please be careful. Use, when in doubt, use some fake candles. Or maybe you could use something else that's fiery, like an incense, but won't necessarily tip over and burn your house down.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you a ritual.
Yes.
This is a group ritual. You ready? This is for your whole coven.
Oh, boy. And this is from...
of course. This is from A Book of Pagan Rituals.
On the nose, as always.
The author is not clear. Edited by Herman Slater.
Slater. That's exactly.
So here's what you do. You listen. You ready?
All tell me.
A Yule tree shall be set up and decorated with lights and all trimmings in the northern part of the ritual area. In the southern part, the altar shall be arranged as usual, except that behind the altar or at the back of it should be placed a log of oak with 13 candles of various colors affixed to it.
Damn.
A candle holder should be fitted with 3 or 5 candles, which are white, and the holder placed before the altar. For some, never mind. That would be shitty. I almost read it as, for some, the meal which follows. Not everybody. For the meal which follows this rite, it is traditional to serve some kind of pork or to prepare a cake in the shape of a boar.
That one. I choose that one. I want a pig cake.
Casual. Oh.
In
the shape of a boar.
Okay.
Nothing else. For this ritual, the women taking part should, if possible, wear long robes or gowns of varying colors.
Oh.
A man shall be chosen to act as priest, and 3 women of varying ages selected to be priestesses.
Oh, okay.
The youngest shall be maiden priestess. She should wear white, if possible. The next should be the mother priestess. She should wear red, if possible. The oldest shall be the crone priestess, and she should wear black and have a veil.
Oh, me. Dope.
If possible.
So...
To begin, the crone priestess sits or stands at the west. All who are in the right do take up candles. Oh. The priest lights the tree, the incense, and the candles before and behind the altar. The mother priestess stands before the tree and says to the group, "In this season of the white goddess, do we celebrate the festival of Yule, the rebirth of the sun, and the life for the coming year, the eternal cycle do we mark here."
Jesus.
Yeah, big words.
All right.
The maiden priestess takes the candle holder and holds it while the priest lights it for her. He's literally doing her a favor.
My first thought was young bitch.
The maiden priestess takes the candle holder and holds it while the priest lights it for her. He then lights the candles of all of the others. The maiden, the mother, and the priest then lead a slow procession 3 times clockwise about the ritual area, stopping finally with the maiden standing before the crone priestess. All do gather about as the maiden priestess says, "The tides are changing, O crone.
Oh.
I come to claim that which is now mine."
Oh my god, are you serious?
Dead serious.
Are you serious?
I'm not fucking joking, dude. I picture her as like...
It's my yo, bitch.
She's like Rizzo or something.
Oh.
Just like smacking gum.
Just, yeah. It's mine.
Yo, beat it, yo, bitch.
There are worse things she could do.
So, the crone priestess takes off her veil. The mother priestess takes it and places it on the maiden priestess. As the crone priestess says, "The days grow longer and the sun is reborn. My season is past, but yours is yet to come. Take well the counsel of the years, but be wise and bold in your own actions. I do bid you." The maiden priestess then says to her, "I do thank you, wise one. Your grace in ceding to me shall be rewarded."
Why is the maiden a little
I think because I'm making her sound like one, but the wording is giving it to me, honestly.
I mean, it really is.
So, the maiden priestess then stands before the tree and holds her candelabra high aloft, saying to all does change. As the new replaces the old, and the wheel of the seasons goes on, ever the same, ever changing. Hear us, O great goddess, my sister. Grant us your favors of joy, of love, of peace, and give them to a world that needs your blessings so deeply. Blessed be.
Oh.
And everyone then says, Blessed be. She places the candle holder in the hands of the mother priestess, saying, there's a lot of dialogue.
Jeez.
As the mother of all, does hold the lights of the worlds. Fuck, what? It's written really weird.
Fuck, what?
Felt like Andrew Glauberman. I just feel like everything she says is snippy. So she places the candle holder in the hands of the mother priestess, okay? And she says, as the mother of all does hold the lights of the worlds, so also, mother, will you hold this?
Huh.
The priest brings wine and the loaf or pork, depending on your choice.
A slice of hog cake.
Of hog cake. The maiden priestess holds her hands out over them, blessing the loaf and the pork, saying, bless and charge this food as an offering to you, O goddess, that we partake of it, so we will be strengthened in your love and enter the new season with joy. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
And then I'll say, blessed be. All do eat and drink.
Oh.
The rite is then opened to any others who wish to add to it. When all is finally ended, the ritual is closed by the mother priestess as she puts out the candles and the tree lights.
And then what, like slits the throat of the crone? Jesus.
And proclaims the ceremony is to be ended.
Oh. Okay, listen. Without the snarkiness from that little shit maiden,
I know.
This was quite nice and demure.
I just loved it too. To where, like, she won't let it go either. The maiden will not, like, even after like the crone is like, all right, be wise, don't be a young little cunt, you understand? And so she's like, thanks, wise one, thank you for ceding to me, it's gonna go great.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Like,
and then she keeps going and is like, as the new replaces the old. It's like, dude, we get it. Like, you're young and hot.
Yeah, we get it. We understand.
Goodness.
Jesus, I can't wait to watch that crumble.
You're going to be a crone one day. But anyway, that's the Yule ritual, traditional ritual. Do it with your covens. Tell us how it goes.
Take videos.
Has anyone ever done one of these?
I would like to think that yes.
I hope so.
I know we've had people write in and say they listen.
The solo, I think Lamass one, I think was done a little bit. It's easier. There is a solo one in here, but I don't know if I can read it without getting sued.
Was that the stones?
Yes.
You collect the stones. Yeah. Which you did, and then the boys found those stones.
Yes. All of them.
Which you had painted with nail varnish?
Yeah, we found them in San Diego, and they are all beautiful. Like, there's a bright red one, a bright yellow, and a bright blue one. And so I varnished them.
Yeah.
And I put them outside because those are my 13 stones. And then I was, in that ritual, I was so mutilated by mosquitoes. I basically, when it was over, ran inside and I left all my rocks. And then I forgot about them for, like, a year.
Yeah.
Until Ashton, I think. I don't know who found them.
All the guys. It was Hunter and Clarky and...
Russ?
And Ashton. Sorry, I was struggling trying to think of how to refer to your nephew and my first cousin once removed.
He's your nephew.
So, but they were all out playing golf, or taking swings at least. And they came across Macy's ritual area where she had these stones, and they're like, we went outside, we recorded, and after we recorded, we went outside, and they're like, look at these cool stones!
Oh, that's right, they were so excited.
They were like, we found these, and they were like laid out in this cool pattern, and like,
oh my god.
We're like, I hate to tell you this.
I did that.
Okay, so there we have some rituals, we have some correspondences, some history. How are you going to spend Yule? Or, I guess this winter holiday type season. I've
been doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing real good about it. I'm not trying to be depressed.
Yeah.
It's going
fine.
You
bring everybody down?
I'm trying not to.
You kick everybody in the ribs right now?
I've made it way further already than I had by last year.
Yeah, I can feel that.
I know that I'm not, you don't cure it in a year.
Right.
I'm gonna crumble. I know that. It probably, I'm thinking,
when it just won't quit.
Mid to end of January is when I really start to lose my patience. It's like how August is for people who don't like the heat.
Yeah.
But I'm doing good. I have my plants. For Yule, I think I'm gonna cook something nice and hearty.
Yeah.
I've been burning candles all winter. Because I am enclosed and I don't love that. So I've been I've been blowing through candles.
Yeah.
And I like seeing the fire. The fighter,
Jesus.
I like seeing it just like kind of dancing around that activity in a stagnant house, you know?
That is nice because it is a very still part of the year, which I enjoy. But if you do feel, I could see where it would feel like a turtleneck. You know,
it's like literally the feeling of winter when I can't, because usually in the summertime, you know, I'm just walking outside.
Well, I mean, even just looking outside, you see birds flying, you see animals running.
It's activity.
But now you don't.
It's so still, it makes my teeth itch. I hate it.
I love it. Just feels like just some goddamn peace and quiet for once. Okay, so you're gonna make something hearty. You're gonna make this solstice pie.
I want to make that recipe. Yeah, and I just kind of cozy up. You know, we've had a pretty mild winter so far. I'm grateful for that. Yeah. Maybe if it's nice enough, we'll build a fire in the pit outside. If it's like in the 50s, I can dig that. I can handle. But if it's like in the 30s, fuck that. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Yeah, last year I remember it was close to that. It was something like that because I remember being out by the fire and thinking, this is a lot. Yeah. Like, this is, you know, and especially being out there all night.
Yeah.
Which we do.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad that you'll do that. That's a neat little tradition.
And it's strange because it started shortly after the diving in. But we have this tradition that I love so much. We stay up all night. And we set a fire outside. And even Clark does it, who is not he doesn't practice or anything like that.
He is a night owl.
He is a night owl, and he does, I think, enjoy the tradition part of it, which is very, very cool. But we stay up all night, and we have a fire. I bake things.
Is this your third year?
Yeah, this will be the third year. We also make special drinks. I think one of these recipes I gave a recipe for lavender milk tea.
I remember that. That was in bulk, I think.
That was, yeah. I'll also make that for this time. And other little sweet libations, maybe a little whiskey, as well as some wassail or wassail, however you prefer. And then we stay up all night and we toast the sun in the morning. And then, dude, the next part, which is not part of the little ritual that we do, but it's one of my favorite bits, is we black out our windows in our bedroom and then we sleep till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
See, I hate that.
I love it.
Nothing is more earth-shaking and disorienting and terrifying
than waking up at a weird time.
Than napping like waking up in the day.
Yeah.
I can't nap. I've never been able to. I can't do it.
I feel like under extreme circumstances.
If I'm dying, if I have the flu or I've been just absolutely worn to my bones, I will take a nap maybe for a year. Yeah. And they're long. Yeah. They're like, I'll go to bed, I'll take a nap at like 1 and wake up at 6. Yeah. And then it sucks.
But not like a 20-minute power nap.
No.
You've never been
And because of that, I wake up in a new dimension. Yeah. And I hate it. I'll wake up sweating, like drenched in sweat, and just sit up and just be like, how many years has it been? Like, it's just terrible.
I would do that a couple of times as a kid. I remember one time I took a nap. I think I was sick. And a friend came over and I woke up and it was like 7 o'clock outside, so sun was setting, and she was like, Charlie, wake up, we gotta go to school. And I woke up and I saw my friend, who we would like sometimes take to school, and I panicked. Like, I lost my shit. It might have been my first panic attack. Like, and then she just died laughing. She's like, no, it's 7 o'clock. Oh, you've only been asleep for 2 hours. Funny. But
that's terrible.
I think back to that sometimes and I still like get nervous in my stomach. I don't know why. It was just such a weird, like, where did the time go? Any hoozles. We kicked it over to our patrons to tell us what Yule means to them. Give us some insight. And it's always cool to, learn from multiple sources. As is our tradition, we D&D style rolled some dice to pick about 4 people to read from. So our first one comes from Rachel K. Rachel says, for a few years now, I've been attending a shamanic? Yeah. Thank you. I've been attending a shamanic ceremony around the winter solstice called Bringing in the Light. It focuses on releasing the past, relishing the current, and building community. We also celebrate the light that will return soon. It's become more important to me than Yule almost. This year, I'm assisting as an auxilio, a helper. I am building the ceremony centerpieces with items representing the 5 elements. There's a couple of things that I want to say about this one.
I want to go.
First of all, it sounds amazing.
I'm all about that.
So when we picked this one, I kind of pre-read it, and there were some things I saw about it that I really liked. The pointing out of liking this more than Yule, at first I was like, wait, aren't you talking about Yule? And then I saw that it was not a Yule thing, it's a winter solstice thing. Mm-hmm. And that brought about what we were talking about at the very top of the episode, the difference between Yule and a winter solstice.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? That's why these Sabbats haven't slapped with me, because I've been looking at them through a very specific lens. Like, this is Imbolg, or this
not
is
from an astrological standpoint or anything like that.
Right, yeah. I've been looking at it like, just in a very specific kind of like, this is a holiday, instead of being like, you know what, there's 100 different things that this could be called.
Yeah.
It could be called, the winter festival. Around our house, as I've posted over on a couple of places, we've taken to call it, we call it longest night. Mm-hmm. Me and Clarky do.
That's what it's called in the QCL series.
Is it really? Mm-hmm. I know that there's also some, I believe there's certain sections of Christianity that refer to it as longest night. And that's not how I mean it. I just like the terminology of longest night. I also really like just winter solstice. But thinking about these things sometimes as Yule or as Samhain or as whatever, it just doesn't feel, I feel very disingenuous when I do it. And I feel like that means I have to bake things on a certain day.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yeah, for Yule, I love that and I will be doing it. Or like for Imbolg, I have to put milk in everything, which, I mean, again, I'm trying to think of one that I don't do. It takes me back to that thing Kat from Hearth Wisdom Store. If you're in the DFW area, hit up Hearth Wisdom Store. It's in Arlington. What Kat said to me way back when I was diving into this, and I went in for my very first Samhain ever, back when I didn't know how to pronounce it. I said Samhain, and she very gently corrected me. And she said, I said, any advice? And she was like, yeah. She's like, learn as much as you can. If it doesn't feel good, throw it over your shoulder with a salt, And I have to keep remembering that. So when we come around to these Sabbats and I'm like, I don't know if I like this aspect. I like this aspect, but not this aspect. I have to remind myself, dude, throw it over your shoulder.
That's a great way to look at it. Not just for this, but for all of this metaphysical, this, all of the topics and everything about it. Sometimes things just don't feel right.
Yeah.
You can't fight it.
And it's like, I know we were just talking about reading a book, but it's kind of like picking up a book and you get a certain way into it and you have to make that call.
Yeah.
Am I going to put this book down because no, I'm not feeling it?
I'm not enjoying it.
I'm not enjoying it. But it's that, what do they call that? Sunk cost fallacy? The sunk cost fallacy of I've already put so much time into it. Yeah. I have to keep going. Or you can make that call like, no, we're not clicking. I'm going to close the book and be done with it. And I'm going to use my time for something else. And that's kind of what it reminds me of. You just have to go, shit, divination, it sounds cool. And I've been wanting to do it, but it doesn't work for me. And I don't like doing it. Then dude, you're not a diviner. Move on, Anyway, so that was the first one from Rachel K. Oh, and also the other thing I wanted to say is they said they're building these centerpieces that represents the 5 elements. And for those of you out there who do choose to represent the 5 elements, what do you use for spirit? I'd like to know how you represent spirit. For me, I use pictures of ancestors and sometimes tobacco, even though that's technically earth, but tell me how you represent spirit.
Sometimes I'll use amethyst.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's usually what I'll put.
Or some lavender.
Because I like, I'll represent all of the 4 elements, but everything I do has a basis of earth to it. It just does. And so I like having still that earth element tied with spirit, so it's the rock, it's the stone. And that's usually what I'll use. So here's one. This is from the perspective of someone. This is their favorite Sabbat. So I'm ready. This is written by Elder and Rose. Oh. Yule is my favorite Sabbat. I put evergreen boughs on everything with white candles and bright yellow / orange drawings of the sun. I bake bread and make a hearty stew. And I often clean. That's important. It's a biggie. For me, it is a day of introspection and quiet. I move slowly through the day with quiet music and care, working and thinking of what the return of the sun will bring in the coming months.
Oh, that's very purposeful.
I like that. And what I will leave behind in the dark. I am not the lady that can stay up all night for anything but work. Babies just don't want to be born on my schedule, apparently. So we go to bed and wake up just before dawn, bundle up, and sit on the porch to watch the sun come up. Mimosas or just orange juice in hand. I like mimosas. Mimosa. This year, we will be unexpectedly on the road, and I'm very sad to miss this day in my home, hoping to find something that will fill the space while traveling.
Oh.
I like that.
Everybody, post your ideas for a Yule to go celebration over on the Facebook, and hopefully Elder and Rose can see that.
Everybody.
Yeah.
What a time. What a time that was.
Rock your body.
Backstreet back.
Hooray! Okay,
that's enough of that.
That's too much. The next one we have is from Ashley E. Ashley says, "This is my first Yule. I made some decorations with my son for our tree. I plan on getting some missiles. Shit, no. I plan on getting some mistletoe to hang because, oh God, here comes the government. Oh shit.
We talked about anthrax on the last episode.
Oh no, shit. Well, this is our last episode ever. Ashley says, I plan on getting some mistletoe to hang because mistletoe is sacred to the Druids. Rather than burning a Yule log because our fireplace needs some work, I bought a Yule candle from a local witchy shop to burn the night of the solstice. I plan on making wassail and maybe telling some ghost stories. I love the ghost story tradition around this time.
I do too.
I'm sure there's a very specific reason, but in my mind now, don't take my word on this, I feel like it's because of the tie to divination in this time of year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the kind of that, yeah, that makes sense. That spirit element.
Kind of, yeah, and maybe over time that's kind of, but it's like, oh, like in that Christmas song, there'll be scary ghost stories and, whatever. But why? It's the last thing you would think of about Christmas is ghost stories. But I love the idea that this Yule I'm going to be able to just pop in like a spooky move.
Just watch horror films. It's kind of fucking badass.
Dude, have you seen V-Wars on Netflix?
No.
Like, this is... and I hate to shit on things that people have done. It's so bad. The dialogue is some of the worst fucking dialogue I have ever seen. However,
Does it hurt?
It hurts.
It hurts.
I mean, there's at one point they have to bring the military in because of the vampires. But at one point, the military is there and he's like, do something or another. And then, like, some plebeian steps in. He's like, sir, we need a court order for that. And I shit you not, he turns to the camera and he goes, I am your court order, son. Oh my God. It's so bad.
That's a work of art.
It's so bad. But I'm watching it for the second time with Clark because it was so good. Okay, cool. Sorry.
This is a short and sweet one, and it kind of sums up how I feel about this whole day. This was sent in by Ashley C. I love Yule because, like Macy, I get really bad winter blues, and Yule seems to be the halfway mark. We're almost there, Macy.
How appropriate.
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
Almost there.
I would like to take this point to object. I'm going to call the police. All right, so thank you very much to our patrons for those. I always like to read what you guys say and, different perspectives.
It's really cool.
It's really cool to see, because you can read online. Some people do this and some people do that. You can read that all day, but seeing it like in
it's
practice,
not firsthand.
Yeah, it's chill. It's lit.
It's lit.
We've got a special present to unwrap. Your face. We got a special present. It's been hand wrapped and delivered by Jim himself. It's some beautiful review footage.
Thanks, Jim.
This is called Jim in like a Santa costume.
Oh God.
And he's got like a fake belly, but you're not sure what is under there.
Yeah.
It's not a pillow.
It's dripping.
A little wet. It moves sometimes, Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
This one is called Friggin' Great.
Oh, I like that.
This comes to us from Nicole Aaron. This podcast is so effing good.
Is that it?
No. I'm devouring, but there was periods.
I love it.
I imagine it's like clapping after every. Mm-hmm. I'm devouring this as fast as I can from the Texas accents. Oh. From the Texas accents to the conversation and giggles. Mm-hmm. It feels like home. I friggin' love it.
Friggin'.
And then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 gold stars.
Whoa.
16.
That's more than I've ever made.
Gold stars.
Wow.
We're a good noodle.
We're a good noodle.
We got our good noodle stars. All right, man. Here at the edge of the world, we should mention that this is going to be our last episode of the year.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we did last year, we're going to take time off for Christmas.
Yep.
And we're going to enjoy that.
We're going to enjoy the hell out of it, and we hope you do too. And we will see y'all in the new year. I think January 1st is a Wednesday, so we'll see you New Year.
Great.
And until then, if you would like to advertise with us in the new year, in the 2020, the fresh lit coming up in the 2020, the 20s. We're officially tricky. Back in the 20s. Yeah, we're back in the 20s. I wanted so bad to throw a roaring 20s party for this, but there's a lot to do.
There's too much.
There's too much. You know, and I have no friends, so I don't know how that would turn out.
I feel that though.
You're like, Macy, you want to come?
You want to come over? You want to wear a fascinator and come over?
I'd be down for that.
I'd be totally down.
Drink champagne out of those like short, squatty champagne glasses, like Gatsby style. That's it. If you would like to advertise with us, we read your ad real good. You can do that at Macy. Where can they do that?
Fuck. https://advertisecast.com/the Witch Bitch Amateur Hour.
Nailed it. We have an email address. That is wbahpodcast@gmail.com. There's nothing really funny to do about
that
the email.
That was just concise.
That's just kind of there. Macy, where can you sit on Jim's swollen Santa lap and tell him what you want for Christmas?
Gross.
Where can you whisper into his ear that smells a little too much like cheese?
A little cheesy.
A little cheesy ear?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got some like impacted wax and like, you can see it. See like the hairs coming out of it.
I feel like Jim's like Christmas wish. He's like weird. He just wants you to like watch him slowly do the Macarena. While making eye contact. And he's like muttering, Macarena.
Hey, Macarena. Hi.
That's what he's doing. That's all he wants for Christmas is honestly, for you to watch that.
You know what? I could do that for him.
It's a fair trade.
Where can you go and give Jim what he wants?
His Christmas miracle.
Where can you give Jim his Christmas miracle? By the way, if you're a first-time listener, we're talking about Instagram.
That's at Witch Bitch Amateur Hour.
We have one Twitter where we one tweet.
Hi, Corey.
Yeah. Get you the fuck. At Bitch Hour.
That's the Bitch Hour.
Come eat with us. Come share in a Yule feast with us.
Meat pie.
We're talking about food a little too close to the gym talk, and it's not working for me. Mm-hmm. You can catch us over on Facebook at Witch Amateur Hour.
No bitch on Facebook.
If you're interested in supporting the podcast, we have a Patreon. That is patreon.com/
the WBH podcast.
Hell yeah. We have the cutest, the sweetest, bestest P.O. Box in Texas. What's her name?
You can send you a little food letter to Lady Saucebox.
She's got a title. Lady. Of course she would. She absolutely would.
She insists upon that.
Oh, she would have nothing less.
Nothing less.
Little haughty, that one. Okay. Hot, like haughty.
I mean, she's literally saucy.
She is. Little saucy has been. What did I say? say about
something whore of a little shitmouth bitch? It came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You can send a food letter to Lady Saucebox at P.O. Box 865.
Oh. P.O. Box 865.
Canton, Texas 75103.
That's a lot of sound.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's been great. It's been This is not how I want to start my year. My Yule. What? This is our last episode of the year. Can't end this way. Well, it's a Christmas miracle.
I feel victorious.
Happy Yule, Macy.
Thanks.
Happy Yule, Charlie. Thanks, Macy.
I had to gloat for just a few seconds longer. I had to just stare at you.
Aquarius. Welcome back to another episode of Witchin' in the Kitchen? That's probably taken. I have 2 recipes, like I said before. I've got a winter solstice pot pie and a traditional Yule wassail recipe. Wassail, I heard it's supposed to rhyme with fossil. I'm going to start off with the winter solstice pot pie. This comes to us from Bear Tribe at blogspot.com. I will link to it in the show notes below. If you can't see with whatever device you're listening on, go to our website, witchbitchamateurhour.com or wbahpodcast.com, and the show notes will be available there. So for this recipe, you can use a pre-made pie crust or you can make your own. If you choose to go the make your own route, here's what you'll need. 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of black pepper, 8 tablespoons or 1 stick of cold unsalted butter, cut that up into little pieces, and 3 to 4 tablespoons of ice water. You'll place the flour, salt, and pepper into the bowl or a food processor and pulse it to combine. If you're not using a food processor, you can, really the best way is to get in there with your hands and to kind of squish the butter up into the flour and salt mixture until it's a nice crumbly kind of coarse texture. After that happens, drizzle in the water slowly and kind of just knead it until it forms a cohesive little ball. After that, you're going to want to wrap it in plastic wrap and stick it in the fridge. For this recipe, it is best to do that for at least an hour or so, but pie crust is always going to get better if you can leave it in overnight. And for the filling of the pie, you will need 2 to 3 cups of diced vegetables. This really depends on your preference, but they list here onion, garlic, carrot, celery, potato, mushrooms, sweet potato, winter squash, turnip, parsnip, broccoli, or Brussels sprouts. You don't have to use all of those. You can pick and choose. But those are some traditional winter-style vegetables. You'll need 4 to 6 cups of chopped greens. You can use spinach, kale, mustard greens, turnip greens, or chard. I think I'll personally be using the turnip greens. 1 to 3 tablespoons of oil, 1 to 2 handfuls of unbleached white flour, half a cup or so of broth, and salt and pepper to taste. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. That is Fahrenheit, y'all. Allow 15 to 20 minutes for chilled dough to thaw before rolling it out. Otherwise, it's going to split and crack everywhere and it's just a mess. Heat the oil in a large skillet and toss in your diced vegetables. Sauté them until the surfaces are just beginning to brown and get kind of crunchy. Add in the greens and cook that until they are just barely wilted and sort of soft. Season with salt and pepper to your taste while stirring. Of course, throwing in a little bit of intention with that salt and pepper. You'll toss in the flour by the handful until the ingredients are well coated and then slowly pour the broth in. Alternate between adding the broth and stirring so that you can get a good, non-lumpy consistency. Roll out the dough and press into a greased or non-stick pie pan. Pour in the veggie and green mixture, and after that you can put a little bit of extra pie dough on top. You can do the classic pie lattice thing, Or you can put it on and make pretty little designs. This one that I'm looking at here has a sun on the top of it. Or you can cover the entire thing with just another layer of pie crust with some holes poked in it if you want to go super simple. Bake it for 30 to 40 minutes or until the crust is golden brown. If the edges start to brown like too quickly, you can take it out and put some foil around the edges to kind of keep them from getting burned. After it bakes, just let it sit to 5 or 10 minutes before you cut it up and eat it. I've made this pie for the past 2 Yules, I believe, and it always keeps for a very long time in the fridge. You know, kind of like any pot pie is going to last for a little while, and it just gets better. Like the second day, it is so much better. The next recipe I have is a Yule Wassail recipe. I'm never going to say that correctly. Here's what you'll need. You'll need a gallon of apple cider, 2 cups of cranberry juice, a half a cup of honey, a half a cup of sugar, 2 oranges, some whole cloves, kind of depending on how clovey you want that to be, an apple, peeled and diced, a little bit of allspice, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of nutmeg, and 3 cinnamon sticks or 3 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. Now, since ground cinnamon doesn't mix very well with liquid, I would suggest using the cinnamon sticks. And I'm always going to want to use more than suggested. It says 3 here, but I'm going to use like 50 probably. You'll also need a half a cup or a cup if you want to get wild of brandy. That is totally optional. So this recipe here is best made in a crock pot. If you don't have a crock pot, you can do it on the stove on its lowest setting. Set your crock pot to its lowest setting and pour in the apple cider, the cranberry juice, the honey, and the sugar, mixing it all carefully. Make sure that you stay around at least long enough for it to heat up enough to make sure that the honey and the sugar are dissolved. So this recipe does get a little bit fancy, and the finished product is like super pretty. You don't have to do this, but it does suggest that you stud the oranges with the cloves and then place them in the pot. If you don't want to do this, I would just put the oranges in, maybe cut up in slices, and then make sure you put your cloves in a tea bag or something, because you don't want to be drinking the drink and just have like cloves floating around in it. A tea strainer is a good option. Then you'll add the diced apple, add in your spices like allspice, ginger, nutmeg, and this is to your taste. Usually a couple of tablespoons is plenty. Finally, you'll snap in the cinnamon sticks. After you've added everything, cover your pot and allow it to simmer for 2 to 4 hours on low heat. If you are adding in the alcohol, you're going to wait until about an hour or so prior to serving, and then you'll add it. Don't let the alcohol go all day because it will just evaporate out and be pointless. With that said, happy Yule, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful, happy, healthy, safe, all the good words Yule, and we'll see you in the new year.
Because there's a hell of a story.